All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Ha, Racha, Kodash, Mama. Double honors to the elder apostles and the elders of GMS. Double honors to the elder of this camp as well, Yahweh Harawan Ban Yasharala. Salutations to the sincere Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity around the four corners of this earth. I'm Nakar Karab Ban Yasharala, coming out of the Lions Den camp of Yasharala here, located here in Jacksonville, Florida. Not today, I'll be coming out with another little lesson. And the title of this lesson is calling yourself black is disrespectful. It's disrespectful to yourself. It's disrespectful unto the one who made you. Let me rephrase that. It's disrespectful to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah who made you, who made us, and it's also disrespectful to yourself. Calling yourself black is not a good thing. We are Hebrew Israelites. We always have been, we always was, and we always will be. See, that word black has a negative connotation to it. You know, black is synonymous with what? With being evil, with things of demonic origins, you know, being void of life, being void of light. There's just nothing good. And our people don't understand that calling themselves black is actually disrespectful. They're disrespecting themselves. They're disrespecting Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. The fact of the matter is, we are Hebrew Israelites. And when we tell our people this, that American mindset kick in, and they say, nuh-uh. They say everything. They call themselves everything but a child of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. You see the words on here. They call themselves every last one of these words except this word on the bottom, these two words on the bottom. Hebrew Israelite. They want to be everything but a child of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. But without further ado, again, this is Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So woe to the rebellious children. 2/3 of our people are very rebellious, very hard-headed, you know, very hard of hearing, you know. So the Most High is literally going to have to break a hot, fiery foot off in their behind for them to get it, for them to understand that they're not black, they're not African, they're not American, they're not colored, they're not Afro-American, they're not the N-word, they're not Kemetic, they're not none of that. 2/3 of our people don't understand it. They're Hebrew Israelites. They take counsel, but they don't take counsel of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai say you are a Hebrew Israelite. You can't find nowhere in the scriptures where the Lord say you are black. I have called you black. Of course, you have a scripture here when Solomon says, "I am black unto the earth," but that's not referring to his nationality. Our people don't understand that being black is not a nationality. It is a made-up social construct. By who? The people that call themselves white. But we all know, if you want to go by the meaning and the definition of words, who white and who black, if you want to go there. But the main point of this lesson is calling yourself black is disrespectful. We are Hebrew Israelites. That's our nationality. That's who we are as a people. That's what Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai called us. But our people want to cover themselves with a covering that's not of the Most High. They want to cover themselves with black. They want to cover themselves with African American. They want to cover themselves with Afro American. They want to cover themselves with being colored. But the fact of the matter is, we're Hebrew Israelites. You can like it or leave it. But no matter the thought, this American mindset, this destroyed mindset that our people have, they Hebrew Israelites whether they accept it or not. Now people don't understand that every time you say you black, you disrespecting the Most High, you disrespecting Yahweh Shai, and you disrespecting yourself. The word black, these are all bywords and proverbs. As a matter of fact, Deuteronomy 28, I'm going to start at verse 28. It says, the Lord shall smite thee with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. And the Most High has done this to 2/3 of our people. That's why they can call themselves black. That's why they can call themselves African American or any other name outside of being a Hebrew Israelite and don't feel like they're being disrespectful to themselves. That's why they can say I'm black with pride and be proud of saying that, but don't know that they're saying you void of, when you say you black, they don't know that they're saying they're void of life, they're void of light, they're void of anything good or righteous. But again, the Most High has smitten our people with madness and blindness and astonishment of heart. The Most High has blinded our 2/3 of our people from the truth. He has smitten them with a form of madness that makes them call their own selves out of their names, that makes them disrespect themselves. Most of all, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. I'm going to continue. Verse 29, it says, and thou shalt grope at noon, and thou shalt grope at noondays as the blind gropeth in the darkness. And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways. Thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee. So our people are groping around in the dark, spiritual darkness. Let's say it's broad daylight outside and they walk around like they don't have eyes because they don't have spiritual eyes. These carnal eyes that we have, they see what's around them, but they don't see the spiritual aspect of it. You know, and it says, thou shalt not prosper in thy way. That's why our people can't never ever get ahead, but they don't understand this. And they say, there shall be only oppressed. Our people are oppressed. The whole nation of Yasharallah right now in the state we're in are oppressed. But 2/3 of our people are suffering a whole lot more than the hopeful elect. The 1/3 men, women, and children, and 144,000 men. I'm going to jump down to verse 37 just to get straight to the point. It says, and thou shalt become an astonishment and a proverb and a byword among all nations, whither the Lord Yahweh shall lead thee. And that's what's happening right now. That's why you got all these different names up here over the years that our people have been called. Going into bondage under other nations for being disobedient. A proverb and a byword. Meaning being called out of your name. Meaning not being called by who you really are. Well, we can't tell our people nothing, though. Because why? They have that American mindset, that destroyed mindset. When you tell them they're Hebrew Israelite, they quickly snatch back on the covering of being what? Black, African American, Afro colored, being a nigger. That's one of their favorite ones. But it does say that our people would be known by these things. But it also says in the scriptures that the Most High will cause us to remember who we are in our captivity. Meaning, we will remember that we are Hebrew Israelites for those that the Most High has deemed to wake up to this truth. Continue. 2 Thessalonians. Chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 11 because, you know, our people, they believe anything. And this is why they believe any and everything. This is why they believe that they're black. That's why they believe that they're Kemetic. That's why they believe that they're all these things but a Hebrew Israelite. Verse 11 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And for this cause Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they should believe a lie. So again, the Most High has smitten our people with madness. In this one, he has son our people a strong delusion. So our people are very deluded. Delusional. They don't understand that they're Israelites. They don't understand that they're Hebrew Israelites. They're so deluded that when you tell them their nationality, they immediately think that it's a religion. because they've been so indoctrinated. Because why? That American mindset kick in, and they think everything is a religion. Being a Hebrew Israelite is a nationality. It is a bloodline. It is a nation of people. But the Most High has given them a strong delusion. So when we tell them that they're Israelites, which is the truth, they would rather say, no, I'm black, which is a lie. We are not black. We are different shades of brown. We are not different shades of black. From dark brown all the way up to light, to tan, to whatever you want to call it. Reddy, red, whatever. And they believe lies. Now people believe in all this pagan crap and tomfoolery. Last point. This is Proverbs. I'm gonna start at chapter. I'm gonna read verse. It's like chapter 1. I'm gonna start at verse 25. It says, when we tell our people what's going on and what it really is, this is what they do. Proverbs chapter 1, verse 25. Verse 24, it says, because I have called and ye refused. I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. This is what's going on with our people who want to be these names that are crossed out other than being a Hebrew Israelite. You know, the Most High has called. He has sent his prophets through the ages to turn them back to him. He then stretched out his hand. And the Most High's hand is still stretched out right now. The doors of grace are still open. But 2/3 of our people, they don't want the memo. It ain't that they didn't get the memo. They don't want the memo. They don't want to turn back to Yahweh Shem Shai because they enjoy being black. They enjoy being an African American. They enjoy being a nigger. Mostly this nigger word right here. They love being that. But let's continue. It says, because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand and no man regarded. 2/3 of our people ain't even thought about this. They ain't regarded nothing. They have not took it into themselves of like, wait a minute, let me nothing. But we still must go out to and tell them that they're Hebrew Israelite. We must preach this truth of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to them, whether they hear or forbear, whether they believe or don't or not believe. Because they don't believe, they don't make the effect of the word of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua with none effect. It don't cancel out no prophecies. It don't stop none of this truth from not coming forth, from coming forth, Salakia. Because the Most High, his word, they're going to go out and they're going to accomplish as he has set them out to do. They're not going to return unto him void. Let's continue. Verse 25. It says, but ye have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof. So our people have set at naught. Naught means nothing. They don't think that the men that come out to the highways and the byways week in and week out, they don't think that the pastors, the teachers, the preachers, and the apostles are worth hearing. They be like, I'll bump them. And they continue on what? Being black, African American, colored, Afro, and so forth and so forth. But when you say, hey, you an Israelite, you a Hebrew Israelite, we are all Hebrew Israelites. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we are all Hebrew Israelites. No, they don't want to accept that. Because they done put on they done cover themselves. That's not a covering of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So the Most High has said, they have set at naught. They have set his counsel, the Most High's counsel, as nothing. They have not turned at the reproof, the blame, the correction of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to get them to turn back. They it's like whatever, we don't care. Well, guess what? I'm gonna jump down. I'm gonna hit verse 25, 6. It says, I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear comes. So when all hell break loose, the Most High gonna laugh at them and mock them when their fear comes. When that destruction, he gonna mock them. Hey, yeah. They're gonna be calling, hey, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna be like, go ahead, be black. Go be African American. We're gonna see how that gets you. See how far that gets you. We're gonna see if you being a nigga get you on a chariot. Get you to not suffer the judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But continue. Let me jump down to verse 30. It says, they would none of my counsel, they despise all of my reproof. Therefore, they shall eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices, because 2/3 of our people would not hear the counsel of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. They despise the reproof. They despise the rebuke. They despise the blame, the laws, the statutes, the commandments, the wisdom of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. So guess what? Therefore, they're going to eat of their own fruit. They're going to be filled with their own devices. Meaning the Most High is going to lead them to their own and let them do what they want to do. And let them go right on down the road of destruction. He's going to let them continue being black, being African American. He's going to let them continue being colored and Afro American. He's going to continue letting them be niggas. And they're going to get destroyed. He's going to leave our 2/3 of our people to their own devices. They're going to be filled with their own wickedness, their own devices. And they're going to continue in this destroyed American mindset until the Lord come back and crack them sky with the heavenly host. We are Hebrew Israelites. We are not black. Calling yourself black is disrespectful. Shalom.